Hello everybody, the Nameless Narcissist here once again. Simple man diagnosed with NPD, talking about the facts about narcissistic personality disorder and things that go on in my head. If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. But keep in mind, I am no clinician, so I can only speak to my own experiences. Follow me on other social media too, except for TikTok, because I hate that place. Anyways, so I came across some very interesting posts on some NPD communities that I frequent. One of them was basically this guy was telling a story of how he was driving down the road, and as he was going, like a dog darted out in front of him and like got hit. This guy's NPD, by the way. And he was like, and like the family comes out and they're all upset at him, and he's like, I'm sorry, like he ran out in front of me. I don't know what you want. And the police were called, nothing came of it. And he was like kind of frustrated, being like, I didn't feel anything. Like, yeah, it's sad that the dog died. And that's a really interesting thing too. It's like feeling versus experiencing. I mean, knowing versus feeling emotions, where I can like be like, yeah, that's a sad thing that happened, but there's no actual emotional response. And it's not even that I don't care, right? It's like, I don't want that. Like in that case, I wouldn't have felt anything for that dog dying, but also I'm like, I don't want the dog to die. I like dogs. And that kind of contradicts something I said earlier, so let me clarify. I am only enraged when I see an owner beating a dog or a parent beating a child. Outside, and like sometimes with children just in general, but for the most part, it's more of the caregivers taking out anger on the, on like things that they should be protecting. I just want to clarify that while I say that, like, I wouldn't feel bad about a dog dying. Literally, I hit a squirrel once, and my first thought was, so that's what it feels like to kill something, which is very morbid. I know, I'm sorry. That's just how I'm wired in some ways. But anyways, to get back on topic, he said something very interesting in the post where he recognized he didn't feel anything and he was ashamed of it. He was like, why am I like this? Why am I not feeling anything? Like, I feel wrong and like a monster because I'm not feeling anything. And holy fuck, is that relatable? You guys have no clue. Like, it's so frequent that I feel just this intense shame that I cannot connect to people, that I don't care when people die, that like, I look at, I don't know, I'm trying to think about it, like when one of my friends breaks up with somebody and I feel like I should be, feeling for them, when I should be attentive, and I just don't care. Like, it makes me feel like a monster. It really does. Which is very interesting, because maybe I am feeling these things, right? But the shame overwhelms it, maybe. Or like I read another post where like there was a guy that went to a funeral and he didn't feel anything. And I made him feel like a monster. And like, I find this fascinating because these are the kind of things that I think about when I think about like showing who I really am, especially nowadays. It's like, yes, I don't feel these things like you do. I don't experience sadness when somebody dies. I mean, they didn't abandon me. So God, that was also morbid. I mean, they didn't abandon me. I don't feel anything when I see animals get hurt. I don't feel anything when I see humans get hurt. Except in the exceptions I mentioned earlier. And it makes me feel bad. It makes me feel like I'm flawed, because ostensibly I am flawed. And showing somebody that, showing them that in this way I am flawed feels scary. Because I mean, that's one of the things, is that like we feel so deeply that anybody who sees who we are will hate us. And in some cases like this, are we wrong? I don't think we are. And this leads to more masking, of course, more of us hiding our true feelings and intentions and emotions, because ostensibly, may not want to not be around somebody, but like, who would be happy to be exposed to that part of me? Who would want me to tell them, yes, I wouldn't. Who would want to know that when their dad dies or they go through a breakup, I don't care? I don't think anybody would want that. I think that's actually affected some of my relationships in pretty substantial ways. Maybe not romantic ones, but my friendships and stuff. Because like, they know that I'm just, like, I'm doing things for my own reasons that they can't understand. And that when I comfort them, it's not about them. It's about me and how they view me. It's always, I'm thinking about what you're thinking about me. I'm not thinking about you. Which is, man, that was a good way to sum up narcissism right there. A constant analyzation of what other people are thinking of me. And even like saying this right now, like I'm going through my head thinking how people are going to be reacting to me saying, how people are going to react to me saying I can't show that side of me. Because I know there's going to be people in the comments being like, oh no, we're appreciative that you were saying something like that. That was so vulnerable of you to say. Like, you're helping a lot of people. And I appreciate that, don't get me wrong. But where my head goes is, yes, like, I am helping people, and like, that's great. But I'm also feeling like, oh, you wouldn't want to be around me though. Does that make sense? And like, I'm sure some people will try to, counter that. But it's like, do you want to be around somebody that you know is that emotionally cold? I truly believe that you wouldn't. Maybe you would, and because I don't know you, frankly. But at least every instinct in me is telling you that. And I'm sure there's going to be somebody now that is at least thinking that I'm assuming things about their emotions that aren't accurate, and I'm projecting my own emotions onto them or whatever. And that's just kind of how my head works. Whenever I'm making these videos, I'm constantly thinking about how my viewers are going to react to it and comment on my video. And because that's also a big thing where it's like, I feel so much shame because I feel like a monster because I feel in these certain ways. But at the same time, and so when people tell me that I'm a good person, I'm doing good things, it feels wrong. And it feels like it doesn't even feel like they're lying to me. It feels like I tricked them more so. Or that they don't actually see me. And like, that's false, right? Ostensibly, that's false. But I feel like people aren't seeing me as the monster I really am. And again, that's fucking illogical. Because, personally, I even believe, like, cognitively that it doesn't matter so both of them are factors, but I don't think the motivation matters as much as the practical effect. And I do want to say, like, when I'm making these videos, there is some degree of weird feelings that are positive, I think, when I learn that they are helping people, right? This channel has helped me explore that a lot. I think has been effective for my healing. But at the same time, I don't know what the fuck I'm feeling about that, and I don't really want to dive into it. I just kind of want to keep experiencing it and see what happens. But yeah, fuck. God, I just feel like, and I hate that I'm admitting all this stuff right now. Fuck, I'm embarrassed now. Because now I'm thinking about what people are going to think when I'm telling them that I don't really care about those kind of things. Are they going to assume that I'm doing this because, like, because that's why I tried to defend myself back there, saying that there was positive emotions associated with this, because I'm like, are they going to think that I am just do like that when I reply to them and say that I think that's a really good thing? Because, like, even if I'm not feeling a strong emotion about it, when I say, like, oh, it's a really good thing, kind of like the dog, it's like, I know that's sad, right? And that shouldn't have happened. But it's like, I know that that's a happy thing. I know that's a good thing. And I'm glad that did happen, because that should happen. And now I'm thinking about how people are going to be questioning my motivations and how I feel and, like, how genuine I'm being when I reply to people, because I try to be very friendly in my comments. And this video fucking took a turn, Jesus Christ. And I'm sure everybody does this to a certain extent. It's just, this is fucking constant for me. Everything I do. Because, yeah, see, I did that there because I was like, people are going to be saying how that's a normal thing to do. That's something I'm super self-conscious about, by the way. I'm super self-conscious that all these videos I make are super normal, and I'm just making an idiot of myself. I'm thinking about comments that people are going to be saying that might be reassuring to me, or might be kind of playing on that insecurity. I don't get very many negative comments, but those that do fucking haunt me. Fuck. This video really did take a turn. Oh my God. But I guess actually this is related to it though. About, see, now I'm thinking about how people are going to be insulting me because I didn't stay on topic. But I think it ties into it, because it's like, I feel so monstrous and I feel like bad because I'm not like normal people. So I have this constant need to present myself in certain ways that hides the fact that I am that terrible. But what I can't understand about it, and what I'm sure people are going to bring up, is that if I'm doing all this to hide myself, why am I so unhappy when people call me a good person? Why do I only care about people telling me that the surface level aspects of myself are good? Why am I so concerned with that? And then when maybe I'm trying, oh, that actually makes sense. I'm trying to distract people from how negatively I view myself and how bad of a person I am by my exterior, by my superficial, by my intelligence, by my looks, by my kindness. I don't know why I just did air quotes around the kindness, but this should be a new way I do videos where I just think about what people are going to react to what I'm going to say and then just go on a tangent about that. Because usually I try to hide that. I'm like, don't get distracted, just do your thing, just go, go, go. Which is more genuine, obviously. I'm not doing it again. This video is fucking going wild. Shit. Oh my God, but yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense. I'm thinking about it like that. It's not trying to convince people I'm a good person. It's trying to prop up the superficial aspects of me to distract them from the fact that I'm not a good person. Damn. I think that was a really good realization right there. I don't know about you guys. Huh. Damn, I've been thinking about that for a while. I guess that makes sense though. I don't want people to see me. That's why I hide the self so much. I'm not trying to lie my way out of not being seen as a good person. I'm trying to distract people. Because I mean, hiding the self, I guess that's lying to some degree, as some of you will point out. But shit. But it's yeah, it's like a lie of omission, basically. Damn. Let me know your thoughts. Fuck. Let me know how many of my assumptions about what you guys were thinking were right, by the way. I'm curious about how paranoid, and don't lie about that. That was my next assumption. You guys are going to be like, no, those were rational. You were just being paranoid. And then, but that was just in a way to comfort me or something. I don't know. Oh my God. Now I'm thinking about like the time I'm spending laughing about how you guys are going to think about portions of this video being completely worthless because I was basically just being entertained by my own thought processes. I should just make an entire video about how I am, about like my inner I should record myself, right, in front of some other people. Like record myself talking to some other people and explain every thought I was having that made me make a certain response. That'd be neat. Okay, fuck. Anyways, I'm done. Y'all have a good day. Take your fucking meds. Oh, real quick, something I forgot to mention, that I kind of think that these feelings now are part of self-awareness, because beforehand, when I was younger, when like the old me was there, like I took a lot of pride in being emotionless. And I think that was a defense against the shame revolving it. Like especially when I was in high school, and even younger than that, I used to describe, love and emotions as weakness. And I truly believe that. I thought I've prided myself so much. I'm like super rational. Like I don't feel emotions, so that makes me better than people because I am so unburdened by that. But yeah, I just wanted to point out that this might be a symptom of self-awareness. I'm sure some felt it always, but